Hello and welcome. Right, I have solved the mystery of the print-off. I have. Yes, it's weird. When in editing I couldn't see it, but there are two Leetwolf Agropowers, only there are not two that appear in here. And it is true, I have got one. There is the one by H.A. Forst and Farzu, but there is also, I don't know why it's not appearing, and I don't know where, it may well be somewhere else. But if you look in the packs closely, in editing I could see it as plain as day. It's a little bit further than the print off. So if we go down to the P's roughly, getting close, but it's a little bit further down. It's by the H.A. Forst and Farzur, or however you pronounce that, because I have not a clue, but I'll give everyone a laugh, especially Marty. And there is a little bit further down, now I can't see it again, here we go, the T-Wolf Agripower by MTL Modding Team. Now this little beauty, it is 199,000 anyway. I'm very tempted to buy it, but it would cripple us, it would. It's a beaut, and it often appears in the sales. You will notice you can do a front hydraulic. You can, as well as it already has, and you'll notice this is a bit different from the one. Yeah, I cursed the one. I could see the potential to this, the T-Wolf. I thought it's got a 3-point link at the back. Why we cannot use it? It would at least make this, even the original print. It would have made it useful if it had just had a back. Yeah, but you can see the catch hook is there, but it's just nothing. It doesn't do anything. So this one I like a lot. If it's one of those, because I love this type of machine, it's a beautiful. So you've got a front and a back. It's 700 horsepower. I mean, the other one's 672, so that's not anything sort of like different to the. Well, it's slightly, but that's it. So it is amazing. And going forwards, if I'm at a push and I've got the big tractor type money, this one is one I would definitely consider, because it is a beaut of a machine. It is, and I have got it on 2 Let's Plays, and this is the one. Really? So yeah, just so as that mystery is solved. Also, I was looking at editing, I was thinking, this really, I mean, yeah, we need to cut these trees down at the very least, is what I thought. So we will do, because this one was a floaty tree anyway. If I can actually get to cut it, because I seem to be a little bit low, or I'm not in the middle. Yeah, this is quite particular about where you actually catch it. It might be that I can't really see it very well, really, if I'm honest. I might need to do it backwards. It's because it's below where it should be cut in. Yeah, as we're going over a bump. Be able to get it from the other side, but we've also got, I just thought we'd make a bit of a path through here, not terrible. I'm not trying to destroy all the trees or anything like that, but we might be able to get to the other one if we do from a different angle, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, if we do this from off here, we might get a little bit creative, actually do it. Yeah, like that. We should. Yeah, that actually did properly. And the only bad thing is, unless we get this right, it's never going to do that. Yeah, I thought as much. It's weird with trees. I did long ago figure this one out. They really need the ground back underneath them. It does something weird. There's something that the game's got done that if you do that properly, it will actually work. But if you haven't, it's like the disconnecting of the thing from the ground does something strange. We're down there, it doesn't really matter. See, it's as simple as that, but it is, yeah. For those who didn't know such a thing, I think that's it. I don't think we need any more. I don't think those other ones are ours either, but we ought to check the other one. I hate this every single time I have this stupendous thing that on a lease. I was going to remove them. I thought, no, they're actually, I like them. We might stick some up behind the back, but I just don't quite like the trees. But this is not ours, I don't think. But if it is, I'm still not going to cut the trees down, because I actually like them. They're like a natural break. I keep forgetting. Yeah, I keep wondering not to move the lorry. Yeah, no, we don't own that field. I would like to own 11, but we could do it. That is true right now. But yeah, our business is in flux, and I'm sort of wanting the sales to be one of those things that actually features a lot for us. Yeah, this is really also our production slab, you could say. So, do we need to chop that one down? No, I don't think so. And I was tempted to chop that lot down there, but I thought, no, they are beautiful. I love those boulevards trees. In fact, I suppose we do own this. We could probably put our other trees in the middle and make a bit of a... No, ruin it a bit, actually. The other thing is, that I would like to do, before we start, is actually switch our... Yeah, the new things on. The slurry pit by Caliph Zerich, and we want to be going... I thought I'd done this. Distributing, and we want to be sticking the production shed on... no, I just saw that on solid fertilizer slurry, and we will stick it on selling, because really it's only going to tickle it. It's not going to do a lot. Now the what? Why are the cherry tree... Oh, because we've still got in selling. I thought we'd done that as well. I thought we'd corrected that. Empty pallets, wood chips, steel gourds, and the other side of the business, empty pallets, 19 tons. I think we're alright. Water's still good on that, and very good still on that. I don't mean that, yeah, off camera I might actually do a bit of a thing on that. So we've got our other fields to cut. We can now, I believe, send that back for now, but of course, yeah, and we're going to manually do this as well. We're going to send that back. We will return you, yes. I don't really want to. We're now going to do our other field with this, with its narrows. We have, of course, yeah, we've put that down obviously, and I do think I'm right. I would like to go cows actually, and might even have one of these. Yeah, this very field here. It's in fact, yes, I think it'll actually work quite nicely. Now the other thing is, I thought, yeah, if you let's fold this away. I want to just have a look at this. I did notice in editing, and I wanted to show it like this because you can see there is. Is that no? It's like I think that's the swath plate. So if we stick this on, I think you can. No, that's just the foldy thing. But there is the up and down. No, that's that. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop that off, because the one thing I always find whenever you've got that on, it does weird things. No, it is only that. No, you were wrong. It is exactly what you thought. You might though, to be honest, on the normal swath plate ones, yeah, we do need to unfold. Yeah, you usually have to have them actually. Yeah, no, that just does that. Okay, well, you were totally right then. In that case, yeah, there was nothing special. It really is exactly as it is. We have to lower it even if it is at the right height, which I think I've just gone and actually probably, yeah, I need to alter that, but so it's not dragging on the ground. Looks about right. Yeah, we're going to manually do this, I think. Not Courseway. It's a little bit too awkward for Courseway, really. Well, no, it isn't. I mean, Courseway would manage it nicely, but for once I thought, let's do it ourselves. Yeah. Let's get a little bit closer though. And it is quite true. I had not thought for a long time. I don't know why I missed my attention to the. Ooh, why is that not? Are we a little bit high? Yeah, why it missed my attention that actually the speed of the back mower was I mean, it's not terrible. I've got to say that it's not the end of the world. Sort of, you know, like. The one for 4 miles an hour was the one that really brought my attention to the fact of the differences in speeds of some of the mowers. Most of them are only by 1 mile an hour, but that obviously the one that I favour a lot, the bar mower, which I do love a lot, and I haven't gone off it completely, but what I'm saying is, I often compare it, the HX20 and it, in my mind, are my like favourite two mowers when you're on a start from scratch and you're really on a budget. And I often favour the bar mower because it's like £7 grand. But I mean, yeah, the other thing is with the HX20, it's also got another ability, which is mulcher. I always forget mulching. What the word mulcher? Yes, a mulcher as well. Now, a lot of the time with the ridiculous Dominic, I use the plough anyway, so it's not really the end of the world. But yeah, I mean, going forwards, I've got the new mod that's the conservation agriculture. We could also actually cut our what's left. Yeah, we could actually cut this as well. Sort of, a little bit. Because it is actually quite a large field. I was thinking it was a bit of a waste, really. Now then, yeah, you've got to go down a little bit, that is true. I'm not going to do it perfectly or anything like that, but I thought, well, if we're doing grass, if we're doing this grass for mixers for cows rather than the... no, it's really lumpy here, really lumpy. Yeah, it's like on a hill so badly it's lumpy. Which, of course, we did it, it's our fault, but it's on a lump, but... yeah. And again, you're going to have to watch the lump there. And there's of course, that entire back section, which equally, we know that's on a bit of a mountain, but this is quite a bit of grass here. If we're doing this, then let's do it, is all I'm saying. Let's run down here as well. Yeah, it's a nice mower. It is. Again, it's ooh, wow! I'm surprised at that. I was like hoping I could turn around, but I was like thinking, no, you'll never do that. But I did. Again, speed. The secret to turning on a dime is actually the slower the speed, the better you turn in circle. Really. Which is why when I do my stone picker and I'm darting around, I often slow down too, because it can sort of make the difference between you grabbing stones whilst moving or grabbing stones and having to turn around again. Yeah, I've sort of tried to like fine-tune that skill. It's always better with an articulated tractor. That's one thing I was. Or something like the Leap Wolf. Now that would be nice to actually have a go at with. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, my favourite tractor before the beautiful thing that Mac Trucker rose was always the Fence, which has the same ability, the 9... Let me show you. Yeah, I always think it helps to show... now, on FS19, you could stick a front 3-put link on it. I don't mean officially, but you could adapt it, which I absolutely was one of my favourite, large tractors, was one of my favourite things, and it really made this my favourite tractor. Because of the fact it's almost like having a glider, really. I mean, this is my third favourite tractor, the Challenger's Fence, Stroke, yeah, Black Beauty, all of these ones. I like that. I mean, I'm a massive fan of the Fence. I've never made any sort of bones about that. So it's in here, so it is in large tractors because of its thing. But this now, I've got to be honest, is almost the same as my absolute favourite, which is, I've gone past somehow, and it is a large tractor. Where did it's hiding? Here we go. Yeah, the 1100, which when you do it fully upgraded, is the 673 horsepower, 1167. Yeah, no, it is that one. Yeah, the 1167 MT used to be able to stick a front 3-put link on it, and so therefore I love big tractors with I love the class range because they've got the front 3-put links even on most of their large tractors, whereas Fence missing a trick. This has now fallen in my eyes to not in such a high position. I've got to give it to, well, yeah, really, yeah, it's true, actually. I never really considered it. I actually have fallen in love with that quite a lot. And not only the price tag, but just how versatile that is. A 700 horsepower. Obviously, it doesn't topple my absolute favourite by Mack Trucker, but it's close. It is. It's different as well. That's the one thing I am going to say that. Yeah, here we are. This is my absolute favourite. In its 886, which we all know is a little bit. Oh, okay. Oh, no, it's that one we want to be playing with. Yeah, that beast there, 374,000, is rather stupendous. I do love it. It is fantastic. That is my favourite tractor, but I've got to be honest, that Leewolf is a close second. It is. And then the third is my Fence that I showed you, the 500, and then I've got to be honest, although I like the crawler track version, it's now fourth. In fact, I suppose in some ways it's probably out of respect for all of the times I've used it that it still is in the running, because if I think about it, I'd sooner have one of the big classes with a front 3-point link than it, because it's just not as, again, I keep always sort of saying about this word versatility and efficiency. It is no longer as efficient as it was in FS19. Definitely not. Now, I'm not sure with these, if these are the rotary mowers, you can go backwards and forwards. I'm not sure if it is, but yeah, if I would be damaging this in real life, and I apologise to those who know better. Yeah, me personally as a kid, one of the jobs I always used to have was mowing the lawn, and we did tend to favour hover mowers. And I think they still are. I love the hovers, they're absolutely amazing. Yeah, now this one you just have to pretend you're raising it. You have to press the raise button. It won't work unless it's lowered, even though you're not really lowering it, but it's still in the game. It recognises you doing that. Now then, we have got a shed, Mr. Smith. So we really ought to be yeah, so if it weren't for the fact the biggest thing we're going to do is we're going to do animals first. Yeah, for once I'm going to go that way around, because yeah, and also I am going to sort of show. Now, I've used their pig thing, Burgenlandkreis, and I can't remember the. Yeah, I wish the mod that shows you the modders' names would actually yeah, we do need to. It's true. It needs to be like put down like that, doesn't it? So we should stick it sort of at an angle. Would it still be on? Yeah, no. This is an overhanging roof, so it really is that it? I have to. Oh, it sort of does find a little flip, right? That's that smashing. So then, I'm not going to keep changing the wheels. It is a pain in the backside, really. But we did buy. What did we buy? We bought. That's the point. How are we picking the grass up? Oh, no. Yeah, I remember. We need to. Yeah, we need to. I wonder if the lorry, which can now safely, whether that can actually pick the windrower up. It's ever so strange, this lorry. It is a cracker, but it's like a few other mods. Where are we? No. Where are we? That is a point. Yeah, I can't see. Hang on a minute. Is that a workshop? Oh, workshop pig fattening. Okay, so there's loads. I was going to say, is that a shop? That is the original farmyard, the farmhouse, which I'm not sure whether we are going to do that or not. We might actually make this our little empire down here, is what I'm thinking. So if we grab that. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, it did do that. Yeah, 1,413 litres of wood chips. Now, we've got nowhere to store these, have we? Oh, and I don't think any of our actually do anything to do with that. Now, there is a mod that I do, but it's rather large, and on this Let's Play, we could just force tip and then pick it up later on with a. Now, the other thing is, I was rusting to know, is that. No, it isn't. That. How much is it? That little. Oh, you're buying not just that. If you look closely, you're buying that. What is that? Is that the shop? We're buying the shop. Well, that's certainly different. Yeah, so we need to force tip this. So at least I was right. I did think I was, that this was going to be... Right, so let's force tip this. And it's back. Is our land, so it should let us in. It's going to be a monstrous amount. Always is. Oh no, it's actually that. We've got to give it its due. So I'm hoping that we can actually grab the windrow with this. It should technically do it, really. Right, smashing. Let's get this sorted, and let's get this into there. And the digestate is obviously the other thing we want to do our fertiliser business. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't really apologise ever for using that. Really, it is true what I was trying to say. If you're always going to try to do your best and you find good partners, you've got to really feature it. So I often use the fertiliser business because on almost all maps, fertiliser is quite expensive. So therefore you quite frequent. I mean, seeds are, but I have been caught out on a couple of maps where seeds were ultra cheap, and I've like converted 70 tons of like something to seeds, and then found that actually I'm only worth half of the price that I would be, which is pretty much the same price as if I'd have just left it as grain. So that's rather annoying. Well, let's get ready to... Yeah, I do prefer this in the truck. I didn't realise it was only 20,000 for the actual truck version, but to be honest, we haven't got... Yeah, this is the only trailer we've got, so I'm quite happy. And if we can drag along... No, that it won't. Well, we can try it, but I don't think it will. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. You couldn't use it, but let's just try that, because now this, if this could drag that, it could actually do the windrow, because it has got electrics. It's just if it's the right connector. It should be. It's showing quite clearly that it is. So actually, we could windrow with this. So technically, yeah, I do like doing that because it is, and you can see the electrics are actually plugged in properly. So for this particular type of implement, this can actually work. Yeah, now I'm not sure on this time. I think what we might do is that trick of using follow me. There's not a lot of grass on there, let's be honest. So I might well need to unfold it, and I think we will use the follow me trick when we get down to the field. And we will gather our grass in. We've got water. Yeah, we've got the water thing already. I like the ramps with all of the vehicles on. Very nice. It's a very beautiful map. I've got to be honest. It would be a pleasure to do a let's play on this. To be totally truthful, as a European map, it's got a level of detail that is. On par, I think, with Oxygen David's level of detail. He is a master at details, tiny little details that make his maps absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, the only thing I ever is about not being able to move a fence, or where he doesn't like to cut trees down in places where you should cut trees down. But I've always got a gripe with that particular thing, because a tree is supposed to be a tree. A tree is supposed to not be able to resist any kind of tree cutting implement. So yeah, always is a bit of a gripe with me, that particular thing. But as I have always said as well, the map maker has got the thing. It is a game, and they can do what they like, and you've got a choice. You don't have to go on their map. I know we don't have access on this land. We're just getting it ready. Right, so then we will. Yeah, the only bad thing is, obviously, I know this is annoying. You've got to switch it on and drop it down before you stick follow me on. We know. Just go away. Right, so then I do need to see the implement a little bit. So we shall see if we're allowed. I've presumed that pile of manure is stuck there for anybody who wishes to. Well, we shall see. Either that, or you really have got to buy the shop. And to buy a pile, or to get a pile of muck that's worth a few thousand, for buying that for like 100 or 200,000. I'm not really tempted. So I presume that. Oh, that was a little bit close. Yeah, I presume that we're allowed basically to help ourselves to that, should we say? I mean, there is one mod that is a little bit cheeky and cheaty. If you get the fluffy mods, it has that ability to suck things off on land you don't own. Now, this I found out on Frontier, because later on I actually tried to grab it with a standard thing and it said you don't own this land, and I thought, well, that never stopped the fluffy mods doing it. And then I thought, right, okay, I get it. It's sort of sucking it up off the land. No, that's, yeah, no, it's, no, yeah, I've got to be careful. I'm going to have to like go on the field a little bit. Luckily there's nothing growing at the minute, so we should be alright. Again, we could use the let's turn, well, I think we're going to have to go wide, because this is not such a good turning circle as our tractor. I know we don't, we're just trying very hard to turn so as not to lose our worker in the trees, is what I'm trying to do. Oh, I do realise there's a bit of grass missing. We can go and grab that ourselves in a few minutes. Yeah, we've also windrowed some grass onto the field, which we probably can never get back now, so I shall have to use the smoothing tool or it'll drive us all crazy forever. This is definitely distinctly true. Oh, it doesn't do the warning, does it? No, that is true. Excellent. I do wish it wouldn't stop the engine. It's my only gripe. I know. Yeah, it is what it is. Definitely true. Yeah, so I'm quite pleased, but I would like obviously to go into agriculture, and it is true we're going to do animals first. We could even afford to do that this very session. So yeah, this is just, we're going to stick this in. We may well have to buy some. Oh, we're going to put a tap down this end. I think we already did. Yeah, we already have done. I remember. I do. Oh, it's a little bit bumpy there, but nothing special. Right, so we need to put some water. Why is this tractor not showing the 3 point when it's clearly got a PTO? I can see it here. That's bizarre. Now, it's got to be the SIP. I think I mentioned this before. It was the exact Elite Wolf, the one with the 3 point link, that has got a PTO, that it also does this. So it really is the SIP Pioneer that somehow doesn't show that connected when it should do. So yeah, it's this that's at fault, which I'm glad that we've seen that. I might also adjust the land a little bit there. Yeah, I thought really you're supposed to be able to get down there. I mean, it's really a coffee shop, isn't it? It is, yeah. Right then, let's manually just grab this quickly. This bit down here especially. And I think, yeah, I think we've lost some of this grass forever. Yeah, that's what I mean. Well, I suppose we might be able to windrow it back. Yeah, you can sort of. No, I know, we don't. It is our grass though, I might add. Right, smash it, and we should now be able to put that on follow again. Now we are on. Now we are working. Fantastic. Yeah, so it is a lovely little truck, this, and the fact that it can do jobs like this as well with the odd implement is quite good. It has got a pulling power beyond its horsepower because its engine gear ratio is really pulling. It's not a massive. It is a bit of a chugger rather than its pulling power and all of that. Rather than yeah, and it is a cracker. I have had this with the big 108.5 ton. 82 Studio, the really big lorry back. I've had it do that. It is very slow to start, but it can actually do it for, because I did it as a test. I thought that is never going to manage that, never in a month of Sundays. And then I thought, yeah, no, it's dead in the water. And then it started to pick up, and I'm like, you what? This thing can do 108.5 tons of, I think it was sugar beet, no, it was carrots on. Now then we need to be turning, and I think we're gonna, yeah, that probably lost that because it's, now this is weird. Occasionally when you reverse, they ignore the reverse bit and actually just crack on. Almost full. So it did actually do a warning and I must have missed it. Which, this is me. Mr. Perception, I am not. Now that's better, now it's opened up. We might actually, I'm not sure though that we own the lands to the point where we can actually, yeah, rip that. It's sort of, oh, okay. Well, there's more grass than you think. I mean, well, the other thing is as well, it's not, it's a horrible field. I mean, it's like silty clay, the worst possible field. Oh, wow. It is the worst possible field you can obviously get, so it's, yeah, not terribly fantastic. Right, we need to grab some water as well. We could actually grab that right now, and in between, I often find it's more about, now this is a beautiful starting up. Yeah, we could do a load every single time that's done a load, and then we could get like 60 tons in or something really, and we're not going to get, yeah, it's not going to be like terribly an awful lot of grass on this, so yeah, you can sort of arrange that quite cleverly. So it can actually be in a good position where you can still actually let the grass go if you sort of like took it around the corner here like that. Yeah, that should do a load and refill at the same time. Right, so then let's get cracking. We're not going to time lapse it, it's not enough. It is a no. Although I do like to make these count, because obviously I'm trying to do them in 7 sessions, which really means that I try to get as much as I possibly can. Yeah, for the very first time ever, I actually... I've forgotten its name now. Felsbrunn. Felsbrunn is one of those maps that I always knew was nice. Could never get on with it. Must have tried that map about 10, maybe slightly less than 10 times over the years, and could never get on with it. Often about, I went quite far on one Let's Play one time, still never got any love for the map. Well, I've got to be honest, I think I've cracked it this time. I really got into Felsbrunn, thoroughly enjoyed it again. To be honest, I think everybody's seen Felsbrunn done to death. I mean, I watched Daggerwin's series on that. Did Mr. Sealy P? I think Mr. Sealy P did do a series on Felsbrunn, I think, but I might be wrong. I might be talking nonsense. I frequently do. Yeah, putting them together has definitely opened it up a little. A lot. Yeah, so in some ways that's why I like to sort of time lapse it, because if I'm going to try to do so, I want to go as far as I can in 7 sessions as I possibly can. I'm tempted to do a couple of sessions on Felsbrunn, because I'd like to start to build the farmyard. I left it at that session where we'd still got a bit of work to do, and I was going to do the farmyard, and I thought, you've done your 7 sessions. I also had an idea, but I think we ought to do around the world in 80 days times 2. Yeah, it sounds really good, around the world in 80 days, but I'm not quite sure that we could actually manage to do around the world in 80 days. Yeah, what I thought was, now that no, you're not on it, for some reason you missed it, you dropped it. Yeah, I thought we could like start in, say, yeah, a tour of the maps. I thought we'd go like England, probably Calmsden, and then I thought we'd saunter over to France on Domaine de Lorry, and then I thought we'd probably go to Spain, to Agres Balcones. Again, these are only like around the world. It's not, yeah, we're not like, we're doing like a mini sort of around the world series, and I don't know how we'd handle it. So I'm asking you, what do we do? Do we take the same equipment? Do I switch my XML of a certain set of equipment? Do we build up the equipment from the sales and actually just keep rolling the equipment that we bought from one Let's Play into the next Let's Play as we wander around the world? Yeah, so we're not doing like, yeah, we're not like going to do But I just thought it was something different. I've never seen anyone do it, and I thought, well, why not? Why not do something a little bit different? Yeah, I've seen Mr. CDP do something similar now, though, where you want to put him on follow. Yeah, he did one of his series where he went from one farm that he'd already got to another farm that he'd already obviously got the maps. No, that is already down. It will work. Yeah, it doesn't need to be on. And I get that used to seeing the blue of everything being active. That I always forget that this is an active thing as soon as it's down. You would think I'd know, because it's one of the probably the most frequently used windrower that I actually have. It's a beautiful little thing, it really is. And for a start from scratcher, it's not massive, but it is so reasonable, and it does the job very nicely. Until such like a bigger one actually is, but it does the job nicely. You can manage. You could, I mean, yeah. And also, I have said this as well. There are some maps or some fields that actually a big windrower is actually a liability rather than an assistant. So sometimes smaller is better. Or teams. Yeah, really. We should actually pretty much do this time. Oh, we didn't do the water run. Tut. Right, one little bit here, and then there's a bit at the top which we shall manually do. So we've technically got to, well, we're not just that. The other thing is our truck can likewise do an awful lot of work. Nope, you were down already. Let's grab this. Yeah, I've even got my Star Wars names, and I've shocked even myself. I don't normally do this quickly. Yeah, all of this. I'm also saving all the maps out of, because I've done so many maps recently that there's no way the 20 slots you're allowed could accommodate me. Now then, you watch that field, you sort of like sneaking on someone else's field. Good job you can't damage the crop, but yeah. Oh no, we're hitting the front of a tree or something. Fantastic. I believe that is us done. I've lost my tack now. Yeah, I was, yeah. Right, so then we need to be doing the water as well. Although, is that four runs we did, and that's not a full one, so that's 20 to 39. About 45 tons, is that right? Am I talking sense, or am I talking nonsense, because I've actually totally missed? So we need to be doing silage digestate. 45 tons. No, you were actually for once spot on. You really were. We need to be telling the digestate, and we need to be switching on the, yeah, this Sit Pioneer is brilliant. Apart from the fact that it's PTO doesn't work when it should, that's the only thing I've got against it, and it really should. It really is. Yeah. Right, so let's have a look. We should have 20 odd tons, which we did the first time. We really don't need to do that anymore at all, because we've got more than enough water. Digestate we need to tell to distribute, and we need to stick the digestate one on 2, and the solid fertilizer is already on sell it, so we're quite good. Now then, what are we doing? Yeah, we may as well do that as well. What are we doing about fields? Yeah, because we'd sort of, oh no, cows. We said we're going to do cows. Yeah, that's why we're not like buying fields in abundance. Yeah, by Vergamini, and also does a cow one that is also caught my eye. So I wanted to feature it. It's very rare. Here we go. Grangiero and Vergamini. Yeah, beautiful. Now, now this is a strange one. We've done it again. I thought you were learning. You keep saying you're learning your lesson about switching the interactive zone markers on for when you do this, and then you don't. So I'm not sure whether this actually is going to work, because it seems a little bit big now. But if it's going to work, it's going to be this end. It is a beautiful. So it needs to be. It's a bit funny in so much as it's got a jutty out bit. So you'd sort of need it to be a bit like that. So what? Well, I suppose we could repurpose those and not have them as a grass field, really. There's definitely no room at the first field. Yeah, because you also need to get to the back. So really it needs to be a bit like that, where it's at the front and at the back. So it really needs quite a bit of space. Now, can we do it like that? Oh, no, we can't. No, it really is. Yeah, you'd have to literally use the 2 fields. Or, let's have a look around. Field 34 is a... Yeah, it's got... Well, you could sort of use that end of field 34. How much is field 34? That's the closest that I can find that is going to do the job. No, not quite, not really. And also it would be on that field too. And that, yeah, that again, it's going to, because of that, nearly the tree island we don't own. That likewise is going on. Oh, that actually is just on our thing, but it's so tight it looks horrible. Really. So is there anything else? That big field, hasn't this got a funny kick? Yeah, it has, but there's not much you can do about it. It's, yeah, that is our little funny kick of land there too. But yeah, you couldn't do that. It's a very good price for 60,000. Of course, the level on that is terrible. So then, how much is field 34? That is the question I'm going to ask. 71,000. Oh, it's got a little bit of kicker land in front as well. Right, are we going to have enough to... Yeah, we'll still have enough to do it. And we need to feed them too. Let's go and have a look at this little kicker land that's in front of it. There's a little tiny patch. Is it trees or... it's that little kick of trees there. This little tiny island of... A tiny little island of grass. Just here. Is also ours. Oh, it's actually not as tiny as you think. Yeah, this is also ours. So that is a little bit different. And there's a, yeah, so there's a patch of land in the middle that's not ours, I think. Yeah, there is, where this little bit of a brook that's dried up at the minute. Partially dried up. There's a bit of water there. And then there's this, whatever this is. It's just some sort of a... Well, this is a ruin, I think. It is. There's a lot of nice little details, really, like that. And this is some sort of business. Does it show you on the map what it is? Sewage treatment plant. Does that mean you can buy? I think you can buy slurry from here, I'm thinking. Just slurry by the look of it. There's no... Oh, and there's a bit of water here too. Yeah, slurry pit, I think. Oh, something a bit special about it though. So, yeah, I don't know. Water. Yeah, I think this is a slurry. Well, let's have a look, shall we? At slurry on the map, just for those who are interested in playing the map. It is very interesting. So if we go slurry. No. Oh, perhaps you need to... Can you buy it? Is it one of those? Do you need to buy it? Oh, well, you click on it like that. Well, no. Is there a... Yeah, no, I didn't see one of the icons. So to me, I think... Oh, I suppose we could... Yeah, we could sort of, but that's not going to work. Yeah, I was thinking about buying it, but there's no trigger for buying or anything like that. Ooh, something on there that's, yeah, we can't see very well. Right, anyway, animals is what we're trying to do. So let's do that now on this field that we now own, a large field. We're now going to stick a load of cows on it. Still selected. I would like it, yeah, it's going to fit perfectly well there. And we've still got quite a large field of grass. That is not bad. It's 10,000's worth of levelling. Do we need... Yeah, we need to get a little... Yeah, we do need... Let's have a little wander around. Yeah, there's a bit of levelling. So it's getting worse. Yeah, we would. This is fairly level down this end. Oh, 69 is the best I've seen. We do need to get to that bit over there. That's not bad. Right, let's do the landscaping that we now need to do. Go. Ooh, yeah. No, we need a bit of intensity, I think. Right, let's stick that on top. And I was hoping that we can afford some cows after this. Yeah. Do we need to come down this end? Yes, we do. Well, no, I need to really go. Yeah, but I hate doing that. I hate doing half a job. Smoothing is one of those things that really does not break the bank. Yeah, it wastes tens rather than hundreds. Leveling and that, they can be a little bit monstrous, but smoothing tends not to be too terrible. Right, only we've gone over the... Oh my life, we have done some damage to the road. Yeah. Let's have a look. Not... Yeah, this was the levelest bits of all. This really shouldn't be terrible. Yeah, it's hardly using any... Oh, it's done something strange there. Yeah, so this is where you buy the animals, just similar to the pig one actually. That's a slurry point. There's the... I love the fact it's got everything built in. It's, yeah, water's already built in and everything. Then there's just... It's so basic. No, I don't. That's not the wrong choice of words. Not basic. Simple. And I like that. But simple... Oh, we need to lift that. Yeah, we've gone a bit... I don't want any floaty trees. Soften. Yeah, we'll just sort this out. Yeah, as in it's designed well. What is it? Einstein had a favourite saying, and it is true. Often instructions that we have today are very complicated and not easy to understand, and then obviously legal speak that tends to be deliberately horrible so that the normal person doesn't understand. Einstein made rather a profound comment, and that was it was one of my favourite comments in the new Fantastic Four that everybody hated, that I thought was actually quite good, but yeah, that's just me. He said that if you don't explain it, that's it, if you don't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough, basically. And I thought, it took a while for me to like process what he was saying. I thought, yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, it's true. If you can't explain something in simplistic terms, you don't understand it yourself, really. And that's why you get these complicated explanations or something, because the person really doesn't understand it themselves. You need to understand clearly. Language is another thing. You need to use the right words. When people start to use flowery language, which people seem to love to do at the minute. Right, so we need to... Yeah, we're not going to be able to go as big as I thought. This is typical. We had 340,000. Where did it go? Now then, I think we did Brown Swiss last time, so it's Holstein. No, we haven't got any animal. Now, yeah, is it worth? No, it isn't. Not at the minute. No. Yeah, I think we can only afford 60. Yeah. That's it. Unfortunately, it is. Yeah, because of the way things have gone. Still, it's very early on in the... I mean, I know we've gone through the years. Well, yeah, I suppose we could add to them a little bit. Would also, yeah, I mean, we've gone 3 years. We've played 2 full years on this because we've whizzed through. But now we're not going to be able to do. Definitely not. Right, so then we need to go and grab some from the shop and start filling, and we need to go grab the trailer. I think we've got a few bits and bobs on it still. So the animals didn't quite fit where I hoped they would on here, but then that's, yeah, we've still got this slab for, well, we could even turn it into a standard field if it's not going to work as we thought. So right, let's grab this. So we've got plenty. Yeah, I mean, we've got one 7-ton trailer. Bearing in mind our little harvester's 2.8 tons, it really, yeah, oh, it's doing that thing again. Yeah. to grab that off the back, don't we? Oh, we missed a bit of grass. We could sort of do this the sneaky way. And it's a bit naughty. It is, I admit it. Yeah. That did the job, but it's a little bit naughty. Right, so then let's go down the... oh, we have bought the Schaefer. Oh, I know, it broke my heart to see the Schaefer. I didn't miss it. It did. I really thought, no, the Schaefer, and I can't afford it. 86,000. It's nearly half price. And we can't buy it. Yeah, typical. But yeah, we shall buy one for the shop, and it's obviously coming out of the shop's money, as I do nearly on all of them now. And going forwards, I think it will always. I like they've made this really quite rough, the actual farm track bit, very realistic. And so it's not just England that's got roads like that. Obviously, Germany does have too. Right, no, nobody coming. I can see anyway. Yes, it's got a lot of little nooks and crannies, the type of map that I really do like. Right, so then we need to be buying... Right, first of all, let's sort out the... Buying the 140,250. That's quite scary that I actually know how much that is. Yeah, so we need to be buying a telehandler. My favourite telehandler. Which we could have bought. So annoying. Oh. Oh. Of course. Right, we're going to reset that because that was a mistake. Yeah. Apologies for doing this on camera. I totally forgot that we'd done that. Yeah, of course it was for the, yeah, because it was supposed to be a test originally, so, yeah, I do apologise. I really don't like to show that at all, but yeah, it really was a genuine mistake this time, in so much as it should never have really happened. It was supposed to be a test, and then I forgot to reset it. Right, big bag handler, because it really is mostly big bags that I usually use this. Oh, no, we've just done it. Getting a bit trigger happy now. Right, we now need to be buying some pallets. Yeah, I'm insisting coming up to the shop, so we're also going to need a diesel barrel. But well, we might be able to. And we also need to silage additive. I was just thinking there, but no, we've missed the boat on that. So. Mixed ration pallets, right. 10. Now I'm not sure that is going to manage the 10 that I'd normally stick on the TPS. Yeah, I don't somehow think we're going to get that on, really. Let's have a look here. I'm really not sure. It's very small, really. It is. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is the small one. I mean, Mac Trucker does do all the ones as well, so it's not supposed to be. Yeah, there's the 40-foot one, and then there's also the big 53 proper lorry one as well. So, and the beauty of this a little bit is you can sort of. It's not got an end, so you could sort of technically. Like do that. Not sure how this is going to work. Yeah, I don't think I've had this ever. This particular trailer, actually in the sales and that. I've had the bigger one, which gave me some grief. But I'm not sure it was really the trailer itself or a mod clash. Let's just see. I think we should be able to strap them. We can indeed. Right, so I think we're going to get more of this than you think. Yes. because of the fact you can slightly go over the ends, is going to make this quite good, really, I think. I think probably, actually, when we've done this, it probably will be the end of the session. Yeah, I forget it. Yeah, I've been on for a while now. I don't like it to be... Yeah, I've had to cut a couple of these into, like, 2, because they would have been, like, an hour and a quarter long if I'd have, like... Yeah, carried on. So, this will be session 5. I'm hoping that we can... Yeah, I don't mind it being an hour long. I think most people will put with an hour, but if it's any more than that... An hour and a half. Some of my yeah, that's why I like to time lapse, because to be honest, there's some of the ones on Felsbrunn that were like almost 3 hours long, but when compressed were only about an hour and 3 minutes. So yeah, that's another reason why on the right one I like to do that. Not this type of one. It's, yeah, where there's a lot of work to do. We've not really built up to that that sort of thing where we need to do that, really. Right. So I think we're going to get... Ooh, I'm not sure. I mean, we can double stack as well, but I'm not sure. I think it's going to drag in the grounds. Although we can lift our rear hitch with the ridiculous Dominic. It is a bit of a beaut. Now, can we fit 2? Can we carry 2? I don't think we can without the weight. But we should see. I think I have done it before. Just. Right, so if we try 2, are we doing it the right way? I think so. I'm not. Yeah, I know this is confusing to me. Do we do this sideways like that? I know it's going to stick out a little bit, but you're going to get more on. We should then, really, I would say... I remember this, yeah. I have... Oh, no, I think it says the 40-foot one is the same. It's got wheel arches at the back, which cause a little bit of grief. But we should still get 2 more on. We could double stack for the last 2. But... or we could just come back and just have like yeah, 40, yeah, 5,000. So we should 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. No, that's true. Yeah, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40 tons. No, that is right. It's 40. It's going to be tricky to... Let's just stick that back possibly like that. We'll come back for the other 2, not this session. Yeah, this will do, I'm quite sure. Yeah, we can just do it. Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, we could definitely... Now then, let's have a look. Yeah, we're dragging in the ground. No, we're not. Is that not actually doing the electrics? That's an electric cable, actually. That was nothing special. That was alright. Right, let's stick this in to feed our animals. And I think I'd like to go through to June morning. Yeah, I'm hoping next year to actually go into... Oh, yeah, the other thing is... So yeah, no, we are going to have to buy food though until, yeah, because that little bit of grass that we've done, we're also going to need to fertilise and lime next session. Just trying to think how far we're going to get with what's left of the 7 sessions. Not, well, to be honest, I'd be happy with achieving what we've done so far. The running business, that was fantastic, really. Straw. Yeah, that is true. I had forgotten. Yeah. So we're not speeding time, but we're just going to run this in, and we'll grab some straw next time. Again, we can buy pallets of straw. That's really why I like to have the 82 Studios, really, for that type of thing, because it's just quite realistic. Yeah, I love the little water things. Fantastic. Yep. Self-filling water. Very, very clever. That's what we have in Great Britain. So, at 65 tons, yeah, it's going to be fine. So that's not going to be too bad. So straw at 50 tons we can do... is that it? We've got more than that. No, it's that we've not. Yeah. Spin around. It was actually doing it, but... Yeah, it's tight triggers. It was on the pig one as well. You've got to get quite... Oh, no, that's me catching the trigger by mistake. So we've nearly filled the food. Really, and it shouldn't go down too much for these. Grab some straw. There's plenty of storage for manure. Not what I'm used to. I used to have the 4 million litres one, but never get anywhere near that. Smashing. So that did better than I thought, really. Yeah, we could actually, I could have much better used this front section. Much better. So going forwards, I think we've got to get a little bit more clever with how we use this, really. Because it's definitely going to manage. Even though it's small, but Mac Trucker's designed it terribly well, really. Very well, as most of his mods are. Although I have had a little bit of trouble with some of them, but they are crackers. Yeah, I mean, his forage wagon needs fixing. But he's only just released it, so, you know, he does usually fix his mods. He's not the quickest, but he's not terrible, and they're always high quality in the first place anyway. So we need to, I'll take this over to the store so we can grab some straw. And 50 tons, there's going to be another 10. Yeah, and we'll grab all of the bits and bobs that we've got over there, including the fuel. Grab that across next session, I think. But all that remains to be said for this particular session is we did it. We got the cows in. We've got 33,284 euros to our name, and we're the proud owners of 60 cows. Now there is, yeah, let's do it now. Yeah, and the other mod that I want to bring is my death splurge. I did mention it. When you've got animals, this particular mod is rather fantastic. It really is. Really just feed off manure and slurry a lot, which is one of the reasons I wanted to put cows in early, really. Yeah, I do love this mod. I've featured it in 2 or 3 Let's Plays now, and it is a bit like the production shed. It's going to be one of those that really is, it's slightly cheeky, but not cheaty. Yeah, it's definitely, it multiplies a little, but not terribly. Now then, do we stick... How do we do this? Would really suit if you sort of did the front like that, so you're on the road, and the back... It is a bit awkward for the fact that it's got that, but that actually would work really well. Because you could get the liquid stuff out the back. Not that we always draw that out. Let's stick that in as well. In fact, do we change our productions to that for that particular thing? I'll show you what I mean. The liquid fertilizer only needs slurry and water, so that one I think we're going to do. Solid fertilizer is just that and water, and you can see it adds 20 and 20 and then adds another 20 to it, so it multiplies a little bit. It's a little cheeky, admittedly, but it certainly is good. And are we going to go for... I don't know that we're going to get far enough into it. So distributing, we shall switch off that one, and we shall leave it to go in that one instead. But we do need to put some water in next session too, or it's not really going to work. So let's just leave this over there by the shop, and we will start off by next session by me filling this up. Right, we're going to buy some straw on camera, because I might, yeah, wanting to keep the sessions, I might actually, that's why if I buy them now, bales are expensive, aren't they? Yeah, these are not. How big is it? I don't know. That's the thing, isn't it, really? Yeah, no, like we'll do pallets of straw. We are gonna buy the 50 tons, even if we have to come down twice. But I might, that's why I want to buy it now, because I might actually do this one thing off camera for once, because I'd like to make this really count. Straw pallet. There we go. 5,000 litres. Smashing. So there we go. So we're down to 14,754, and that I've done so that at least you can see, unless there's a couple of euros for worker wages, if I did like a follow me or something like that, we should be at that next time. And then that way, at least if I shift this lot over and stick it in, I would show you me emptying it into the cows, but at least that way the session's like, oh, that's a point. Did this provider? It did as well. Well, it would have done all right for the pallets, but not for the big bags. That's it's a shame. You can do the pallets, but we couldn't do. I know we've not got any big bags at the minute, but we will have. Yeah. So what remains to be said for this particular session is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.